As human beings, it's hard to remember facts, but we always remember stories. And so one of the things that I do quite a lot is to take the theoretical concepts and make it into storytelling, so people actually remember that. The other thing I also do is to take students away from the classroom. Learning doesn't have to be in your typical lecture theatre or in a workshop or in a tutorial room. It can happen anywhere, where we take students to engage with the Indo-Pacific. So where they're exposed to a completely different environment. So all the things that they've learned here, then they go to another country and they go, wow, what does this mean for me as a clinician working in a different area? And so I teach across a number of different degrees: physiotherapy, occupational therapy, podiatry, speech pathology, human movement, exercise science. And linking the classroom into what they'll do in clinical practice is hugely important. As clinicians, what we want them to do is to be able to use current, updated evidence or science in their everyday practice. And that's where our partnership with our industry and our healthcare organizations becomes really important. For example, some of the courses I teach requires topics that students have to engage with. Those topics actually come from clinical practice. So I go to my networks and say, what are the challenges that you confront in clinical practice today? And so they come up with these topics, which I then feed into our students to go, how are we going to address these particular challenges? What keeps me fresh are my students, because what happens is that every year I get new cohort of students, and they are inspiring because they come with new questions. Knowledge is not stagnant. The environment in which clinicians operate is changing rapidly. How are we going to create a workforce that can meet these emergent challenges? And so we also have to evolve in terms of educators and teachers to deliver that high quality teaching.